Learning Zilu Nishmas Etta Ahuva bas Yaakov Maseches Bechoros Perek Hey Mishna Vav Hashechet Es HaBechor Umachroi V'noida Shaloi Hiru. Someone shechs a bechor and he sells it becheskas that there's a mum kavua, and then we find out that there was no mum kavua. So it's a shayla of mekachtois. Masha achloi acho, whatever he ate already. That's too late. V'hu yachzeh lahem es hadama, and the moicher has to return the money back to the likeach because it was a mekachtois. Masha lo acho, the part that he has not eaten yet, habasa yikaver, the meat has to get buried. V'hu yachzeh lahem es hadamim, and again the moicher has to return the money. The Mishnah says a similar case of mekachtois. V'chein hashechet es hapara umachra v'noida shi treifa. He sells a para b'cheskas that you could eat it, and it turns out that it's a treifa. Masha achol achol, what he ate already. He was over the iser. V'yachzeh lahem es hadamim, he could get his money back from the moicher because it was a mekachtois. What he did not yet eat, the loichim should give the basar treifa back to the owner because he could possibly use it to sell to a guy or to his dogs. And he gets back his full money. If the loichim, the buyers, they didn't eat it, rather they sold it to a guy or they gave it to dogs, and that would have been mutter even had they known it was a treifa. Yisham aloi demei ha-treifa. So they do have to pay to the moicher, to the owner, the amount of treifa. They would only get back the excess, the difference between demei treifa and demei of a regular money. Now, I explained the Mishnah based on the fact that it was a mekachtois and it was medina that the moicher has to give the money. However, Rashi over here says that it's mishum knas. It's only a knas that he has to return the money, and the shach says according to that it's dafka of knas. So it's dafka if the moicher knew about it. If he knew about it and he lahedya went ahead and he sold it with a mum at becheskas mum, and he knew that there was no mum, or he sold a becheskas treifa and he knew that there was no treifa, that's when you could take a knas. But if he didn't know about it, he was a shegig itself, then the halacha in the Mishnah would not apply. The Machna Ephraim asks that he holds that in the Gemara it's mevur. The Gemara says, according to one sheet at least, that it's totally in dvarim shanefesh kotza behen, whether he gets disgusted from it, and it's mashma that he doesn't have any hana at all in eating this thing, and therefore it should be a medina, not medin knas. Perek Vav, Mishnah Aleph, Perek Vav begins to discuss what is a mum. That we said that a bechar could be not eaten b'mumai. What qualifies for a mum? Al elu mum sheichin es habechar. So before we say the examples, the Gemara says that it's a klal upratu klal. The pasuk says kiyah boy mum as a klal, and it gives a prat, an example of piseach u'ever. It's missing a leg, or it's a iver in its eye, and then the pasuk says again another klal kol mum ra. So it's a klal upratu klal. And we say that mahaprat mefurish mumin shebegoloi me'ina chayzer. It has to be a mum that is seen, that you could see from the outside of the animal, and also that it does not going to get healed on its, not going to get healed. So af kol mumin shebegoloi me'ina chayzer. So Mishnah Aleph begins with the ear. There's 4 examples of the ear having a mum shebegoloi she'ina chayzer. Number 1 is nifkama oznoi min haschus. Rashi teaches this as tnuch ha'ozen, which the Rav on the bottom it says that it's the mechitza kasha teicha ozon, the hard wall within the ear. That cartilage has a pigam. Rashi says the pigam is with the chisaron. It's missing. Avaloi min ha'ar. But it wouldn't be considered a mum if it's missing just from the ar. What's the ar? Rashi teaches is alya racha shel oizen, is the soft area of the ear. The Rambam says that it's the ar hamukif l'schus ha'oizen. It's the skin that goes around that cartilage that we were referring to before. So if just that ar around it gets a hole, then it's not considered a mum. And Rashi explains because it's not considered einun chayzin. Over here, hadar bari, it will get better on its own. The second of the four examples is nistika, without a hole, Rashi says, just as a crack. Afal pisha lo chaser. Third case is nakva moli karshina. There's a hole the size of a bean. Oisha yavsha, the fourth case is that it dried out. Ezi yavasha, how dry is dry? Tanakama says, Koshu tinaka veina mitzia tipas dam, that if it gets a hole, it's not going to bleed. Rabbi Yosim Mishalim oimer yavesha shetena frachas. It's so dry that it's going to crumble when you touch it.